Hey, my Pilates people, welcome to my channel, Connect and Move. My name is Jessica. Today is the first Monday of April, which means it is the start of my new series, Build a Stronger Teaser. Now, even if you're not interested in building a stronger teaser, even if you're like, wait, what did I just click on? It's okay. You're still gonna get an awesome full body workout. But for everybody else out there that is looking to strengthen your teaser, to maybe make it a little bit smoother, or maybe to nail it for the first time, right? This is for you. So really looking forward to it. There is going to definitely be a lot of ab work today for sure, right? Because it's teaser. So a couple things that you're gonna need for today is your box, some type of pole, dowel rod. Even if you don't have one of these, you could use a broom handle or just some type of stick that you can hold on to. That's at least shoulder width distance apart. Another thing that you might need is a pad, a sticky pad, or maybe like a shelf liner. This is not a necessity, so if you don't have it, don't worry about it. I'll give you an option when we get there for stomach massage. I want the reformer to be set up for footwork settings. And for your spring tension, let's do 4 springs. So pretty substantial feedback for footwork today. So for my balanced body people, I have on 2 reds, a blue and a yellow. For everybody else, that is 2 mediums and 2 light springs. You wanna go heavier, lighter, by all means, you do you. And I'll give you some options later on or throughout the class today. So once you have all of your things, go ahead and lie down and I will meet you for footwork. So as always, make sure that you're centered on your carriage. Just double check the spacing between the hips, your body and the edge of the carriage here. So we're gonna start with our feet just resting on the foot bar, starting off with some really basic fundamental moves, but we're gonna quickly get into some work, okay? So be patient with me. So feet are resting on maybe about hip socket distance apart. I just want you to feel that long line out through the crown of your head and down through your tailbone. Arms are just weighted into the mat here. Take a big breath into those back ribs. And then on your exhale, I want you to tilt your pelvis back just enough to where you can sink the low back into the mat. So we're not exaggerating it just yet. And then inhale, rock the pelvis away. Allow the low back to lift. And then exhale, think of your belly muscles drawing down to sink the back into the mat. Inhale, rock the pelvis away. Exhale, sink the back. Sink the ribs. Now keep the ribs weighted into the mat. Rock the pelvis away, may not be as much. Exhale, pull the belly down, pull the low back into the mat. Last one like this. Inhale, rock the pelvis away. Exhale, pelvis tilts back to sink the low back into the mat. Now rock the pelvis away and find your neutral here. So ribs, again, heavy. Now without moving the pelvis, could you try to sink your back into the mat? Now, if you have to move the pelvis, right, limit that movement as much as you can and think of using your belly muscles to sink the back into the mat. Now this I'm gonna refer to as your long imprint. Keep your long imprint and now float one leg up into tabletop and pause. There should be equal weight running down the sides of your back. And now float the other leg up in the tabletop and pause. Your legs are hugging together. I want you to feel like the weight of your body is in your low ribs. If that means the shoulders have to roll off the mat a little bit, that's okay. And just hold here. Just hold here for 2 and 1 and just lower the feet back down. Okay, let's do that again. Find your long imprint. You sink the back, you sink the front ribs to the back ribs. Bring your other leg up in the tabletop. Bring your other leg up to meet it. Legs are super glued together. Now, can you keep the weight down through your ribs and send the legs away from you a little bit? And pull them back in. Inhale, legs slide out. Exhale, pull the knees back in. Again, inhale out. Exhale, pull back in. There is no shift in your spine or pelvis here. Last one. We're doing footwork in the air, y'all. And then pull it back in. Now, holding here in tabletop, I want you to keep your long imprint. Find a little Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. Place your toes down onto the foot bar. Double check that you're centered here. Every toe pad is connected. If the turnout doesn't feel good for you, find parallel, no worries. Now, can you keep that long imprint? So again, with as little tuck of the pelvis as you can. And now just press the carriage out just halfway and hold. Did you lose your long imprint? And then pull the carriage back in. Press it out just halfway and then pull it back in. So I notice for myself and for a lot of people that I work with, the temptation is the pelvis wants to tuck as you do that first press out. So the booty stays heavy. It might even feel at some point like you're sticking your booty out just to counteract what it really wants to do. Now, if you're feeling good with this, maybe you go all the way out and then pull it all the way back in. Press it all the way out and then pull it all the way back in. Keep moving here and think of this as your double leg stretch, like we did with our legs in the air, only our legs are way lower this time. So maybe your ribs get a little bit heavier with each and every out and in. For 2. And last one, pull it all the way in. Zip your legs up together as much as you can. Come onto the arches. Before the toes curl over, I want you to push the heels under. So strong, strong flex of the feet. Now without lifting the heels, now curl the toes over. Legs stay zipped up. Keep your long imprint. Press it out halfway and then pull it back in. Press it out halfway and pull it back in. So there is a big time pull down on the foot bar, all while keeping this long imprint. Now, if you're feeling good, maybe you go all the way out and then pull down to come in. So that sensation of that long imprint should feel pretty much the same throughout the whole movement. Now, for my big booty Judies out there, right? Sometimes the booty kind of pushes the pelvis up. It kind of moves things around. So do your best to just stabilize the spine, even if, you know, some tissue, some thighs kind of push things around. Let's just do a couple more here. Remember, heavy ribs, heavy ribs. Last one. Pull down on that foot bar to come all the way in. Okay, let's come onto the heels. Legs are still zipped up if you can. Weight is right through the center of the heels, all 10 toes up to the sky. Check to make sure we haven't lost that long imprint. And now press it out halfway and then pull it back in. Now here, when I come in, I really have to think of sticking my booty out, because my pelvis really wants to tuck under. Now, if you're feeling good with this, you're gonna go all the way out and then resist back home. Again, think of this as ab work. Imagine you were doing this with no foot bar, and this was you just moving your legs out and in with no resistance. Let's do 2. And you had to support the weight of your legs with your stomach. Last one, bring it all the way in. Let's slide back down to that first position. Every toe pad is connected. All right, again, weight is down through the base of the ribs. Can you press the carriage all the way out, all the way out? Check your alignment. And now push the heels under the foot bar and then lift back up. Now, if you're having a hard time with the rib connection to the mat, maybe bring the arms up and then feel like you're rounding through your back. And that might help. It helps me. For 2. And last one, go ahead and lift the heels up, bend your knees, pull the carriage all the way in. Okay, so let's send the legs out over the foot bar. Legs are zipped up. Let's do Pilates V for everybody. So I want you to find a push down onto the foot bar here. Go ahead and reach the arms up. Take a big breath in, and then on your exhale, go ahead and pick the weight of your head up, grab onto your legs, and then slowly climb up your legs as your spine resists coming up up, up. Climb up as high as you can and just get a good stretch. Okay. Let's come down to 2 medium springs. So that is my 2 reds for my balanced body. Go ahead and lie back down. Once again, make sure that you are centered. Now, I want you to be able to grab onto the ends of the mat. So I can hold on with all my fingers, including my thumb. So I want you to come down to that first position again, that heels together, toes apart. All 10 toes are on your foot bar here. Okay. Now, again, find that long imprint. So sink the back, sink the front ribs to back ribs. And now just press the carriage out. And then pull the carriage in. Last one, press it out. And now we hold. Keep your heels lifted. Keep your low back into the mat. And now pick your head, neck, and shoulders up. So I'm letting my arms help me here to get my chest up higher than where I normally would be able to go. Think of the back of the ears lifting up to the sky. And we're bending at the center part of our spine. And just go ahead and lower all the way down. Head hits the mat. Find your long imprint. Bend your knees. Come all the way home. Press it out. Think of pushing the foot bar away. Pick your chest up. Let your arms help you. Maybe we curl up a little bit higher. Again, push the foot bar away. Low back into the mat. Chest is up. And then lower all the way down. Bend your knees. Come all the way home. Okay. Now we go out and play. Press it out. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, up, up. Now think of the weight of your body now being into your belly or into your low back in a very safe way. Could you now hover your right leg up just 2 inches? Hold. 2, 3, and then lower back down. Could you hover the left leg up? Keep your chest lifted and then lower back down. Again, right leg up and down. No shift in your pelvis, y'all. Left leg up and down. Lower everything all the way down. Bend your knees. Pull the carriage in. Awesome work. Okay, reach back now for your long loops. I want you to stay at the edge of your mat. So like don't scoot back up to the shoulder blocks. Wrap your fists around the handles. So fists are punching up to the sky. Before you lift your legs up, I want you to create as much space between fists and your ribs as you possibly can. All right, long, strong imprint here. Float one leg up. Float the other leg up. Did you lose that space between your fists and your chest here? Legs are gonna stay zipped up. Lower the arms down. Reach them past your hips to create that space in your neck, and then float the arms right back up. So just like our footwork, can we hold this long imprint as our arms now move through space? And if you're not already feeling your stomach, just slide the legs out a little bit, but think of keeping the weight down through the base of the ribs. Now lower the arms down, grab onto the edge of the mat. Let's go ahead and curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. So my tailbone is heavy. I have not let myself tucked under, okay? My booty is long. My low back is into the mat and my chest is lifted. Can you slide the legs away from you a little bit? And then pull them back in. Slide them away from you and then pull them back in. Now hold here on the end. Can you keep your chest lifted? Now let go and just reach forward with your arms. Flip your palms in towards your body. Can you send the legs out a little bit? And pull them in. Now can you flip the palms up to the sky? Can you send the legs out a little bit? Maybe curl up a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And then we lower back down just to that start position, knees come back in. Let's do that again. Reach into the straps, reach into the straps. And then lower all the way back down. You're trying to keep your low back into the mat, even if it just comes up to your butt crack. Curl up, pull the ribs back, and then back in. It's so tiny, but we're going to that stuck place. Think of pushing the foot bar away. And then come all the way down. Oh my goodness, head down, arms come back up. Take a moment to swish the knees from right to left. Please tell me you felt some stomach there. But that's typically the place that we get really, really stuck. Okay, so we're gonna try and build on that. If you have to use some momentum, totally fine, okay? So arms, reach them up to the sky. Find that heaviness down through the base of the ribs. Float your legs up into that tabletop. Good Lord, my stomach's already on fire. Now lower the arms down. All right, again, push past your hips. And this time, if you don't have to, don't grab onto the end of the mat. Could you now curl your head, neck, and shoulders up? Flip your palms up to the sky. Could you now send the legs out and try to roll up? Roll up. Find your baby teaser here. Remember, the foot bar's here. We can place the feet down. So I want you to think of pushing the fists away from the ribs and pulling the ribs back in opposition. And then lower everything down, down, down. Try to articulate all the way down and just reach the arms back up. Whew. Okay, so the idea is we're peeling the spine up off the mat as opposed to just coming up in one big chunk. All right, think like your articulation bridge. So let's do that one more time. Wrap the fists around. Feet can start down if you'd like. Arms come down. Flip your palms up to the sky. Start to roll yourself up. Take your time. Push up into the straps, into the straps. And hold here at the top. Relax your neck and pull the ribs back as your arms go forward. And now roll yourself back. Try to get your low back into the mat first. Keep your chest lifted for as long as you can. Pass through that nasty point. Everything down, arms come up. Hang up the straps. Swish your knees from side to side again. Did you feel stomach there? I told you, you're gonna feel abs today, for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and now roll you up. Tell you what though, my back feels stretched out. I'm gonna take off a spring. So that's gonna leave me with one medium spring, one red for balanced body. I'm gonna flip around and face my foot bar. My legs are gonna come zipped out in front of me. And I can feel the shoulder blocks behind me, but they're not like making imprints into my skin here, so I'm not wedged up into them. Hook your thumbs around the long loops. Wrap your fists around and bring your fists up to like mid-chest or kind of like nipple height here. Check your wrists, make sure they're not doing anything crazy like mine just were. All right, legs are zipped up, we're sitting up tall. Now, think of finding that long imprint here. So I immediately have to think of my upper abs going back a little bit. Now keep your long imprint and now punch the fists out and hold here. Just like we did. Can you create as much space or more space between ribs and your fist right now? Keeping your long imprint. Bend the elbows back in. We punch out, reach forward, and then back in. So I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling more abs than what I typically do here in this position, which is great because it means, okay, we've tapped into our teaser muscles. Now, punch the fists out. Check your alignment. Legs are zipped up. Now, can you keep the sides of your neck long and now lift the arms up? And just lower the arms back down. I'm going into more of a Y position with my arms just because I don't know. I don't want to go into my neck too much today. Now lift the arms up to that working angle. Do you still have your long imprint or have we arched? And now open the arms out wide to the sides of the room. Think big wingspan and then come back to that start position. Only one more like that. We're going to punch out, ribs pull back, lift the arms, keep the ribs into your back, and now open the arms out wide to the sides of the room. And now take your fists into the mat. Flex your feet. All right, we shave the mat. Round forward, dive forward. Now think of reaching your fists below the springs and the ribs lifting up off of the thighs. Now pick your arms up just to shoulder height. From here, carriage doesn't move. Stack your spine up tall, tall, tall. And now arms lift up. Ribs stay into your back and then open the arms out wide to the sides of the room. So in this arm motion, we're doing it at a little bit more of a lean forward as opposed to the straight up. All right, fists into the mat, feet are flexed, shave the mat.
dive up and over. As you round forward, can you pick your heels up? Even if it's just a centimeter. Now, arms lift up to shoulder height. Carriage doesn't move. From tail to crown, stack your spine all the way up. Keep reaching forward, keep reaching forward, keep reaching forward. Arms lift, open out wide. Okay, all right, we're gonna add on just a little bit here, okay? So I want you to shave the mat just halfway here. So my fists are digging into the mat and I'm gonna round forward. So as my head is trying to come to my shins, my belly is going back in opposition. And I'm getting a deeper stretch and just a deeper feeling in places. Now, can I keep the lift up through the belly and now straighten my arms forward? Definitely feels a lot different. Arms pick up to shoulder height. Stack your spine all the way up without letting the carriage move. Neck stays long, arms come up and open out wide to the sides. Oh my goodness. Take your hands now to where your thumbs are out and 4 fingers are in. Crisscross applesauce here. My arms are reaching down by the side of the frame. My palms are facing forward. All right, so I'm gonna think of this as kind of like a serve a tray, but with just soft elbows. So go ahead and reach the arms forward. Again, pull back through the ribs, find that long imprint, and then lower the arms back down. So obviously you have to clear your knees. So arms are gonna kind of scoop and reach forward and then come back. Okay, we're gonna add on. So scoop and reach the arms forward and now round your spine. Kind of push the knees down, pull the belly back. And now as you stack up tall, arms are gonna sweep down. Maybe let them go behind you and find a little baby back bend. Just a little puff of the chest. And then exhale, nod your chin. We round, ribs pull back, arms go forward. Round, push into your feet. And then we come back up, stack up tall. So this is the motion that we do for our teaser, right? We go from extension and then we have to use our stomach to lift everything up and round forward. Now, keep your arms reaching forward, stack your spine up tall, flip your palms facing down, bring your thumbs and index fingers together. So I'm still at this kind of lean forward, but I'm back to that long imprint. Keep your thumbs and index fingers together, bend your elbows wide, hands come to your head, and then press the arms back out. So the entire time I'm thinking of creating space, creating and keeping space in my upper back. And that typically, what that feels like to me is my armpits are showing forward. Let's do 2. Ribs are in. Last one, hold the arms out there. Open the arms out wide. Okay, keeping that space in your upper back. Now hug the fingertips together, pull the ribs back, and then open the arms out. It might feel like you're rounding, but it's really gonna make you find that long imprint. Exhale, hug fingertips together. Think of finding just a little bit of ab connection here for 2. And last one, open the arms, go ahead and lower them all the way down. Awesome. Whew. Okay. So let's now place on that other medium spring that we had on for our arm work. I want you to place your foot bar all the way down and we're gonna grab our long box. So if you have a pad, or maybe even a knee pad, you can place it on the edge of the box here if you need. We're not gonna do our full swan today, but we're gonna tap into some of that upper ab curl, teaser-ish moments here, upside down. So we still have those 2 medium springs on. We're stepping onto your platform here. So I'm gonna now press the carriage out and I'm gonna place the middle of my thighs, middle upper part of my thighs onto the box. My toes are on the inside of your frame. Some people do this with your feet on your foot bar. It is a little bit harder, but if it feels better, do so. So all I want you to do here is get your thighs in your favorite position. It could be up closer to your hips. It could be down into that middle part. You do you. So I want you to just straighten your legs. Your carriage is out, obviously. And then I just want you to drape your body over the box. Find heels together, toes apart, and then feel that every toe pad is connected to the inside of the frame here. Arms are just hanging down by the side. We're working because right now the carriage really wants to pull you back in. Now, can you find this lengthening of the tailbone towards your knees and a lift of your low belly up off the box, even if it doesn't happen? So it should feel, not my favorite cue, but it might feel like you're humping the box a little bit. And for me, I'm already feeling more things here. Now, take your hands onto the frame of the carriage. Your legs are gonna stay straight. Now, head's also gonna stay down. Can you just straighten your arms so your chest is lifted? So right now, I'm just looking down at my low belly, my shirt, my boobs, whatever I can, and I'm thinking of tucking my tail between the legs. So that really fires up my booty for me, fires up my legs, my heels are lifted high. Now just stay here for a second. Can you lift up through the base of the ribs more and push down through the arms more? So there's that space in your upper back. We're gonna hold here for 3 and 2 and 1 and just lower all the way back down. Keep the carriage out. Let's do that again. Push into your arms, tuck your tail, lift the belly, lift the ribs. So we're in this upside down ab curl. Think of this as your arms and straps, right? Push the hands away. Lift up through the base of the ribs. Now, can you keep this lift of your chest up? And now just take your right arm out to the side. Just have it hovering out to the side, nothing crazy. Can you just take your left hand off the frame and hold here for 2 and 1. Hands come back onto the frame. We lower back down. Did we feel more things as we took our hands off? I hope so. Okay, just a couple more here, okay? So head stays down. Feel a lift up through your belly, up through your upper abs, push into the arms. All right, so again, feel that weight shift into your body and out of your arms. Take the arms off. Again, think of lifting up through your upper abs. We're rounding up and over the box. We hold for 2 and 1 and lower back down. Anybody else feeling legs like crazy? So for me, I think I'm gonna shift the box further up my legs. I'm gonna see how that feels. All right, let's do that one more time. Push into the hands, round, lift up through the upper abs. Now, can you stay lifted, heels lifted as well? Just reach the arms back. And now press your hands into your sides. Holding here. This is your double leg stretch. This is your teaser. This is your 100. Hold, 2, 3, take the hands down. Thank goodness that's over. All right, get your feet sorted where you feel supported. Go ahead and lift yourself up. And then do away with your pad. You do not need it. And then let's come down to that 1 medium spring. So just take 1 spring off. And now come lying down, all the way down on the box, about mid-chest. Alrighty, so let's try to keep the legs zipped up together for today and in a little Pilates V. I'm gonna reach down, grab onto my straps, take them off the pegs. Now, once again, drop your head, let your arms reach down the side of the frame here. Now, can you find a little bit of that swan connection here? That feet pushing back into the imaginary frame, your low belly lifting up off of the box, maybe even your upper abs lifting up off the box. Now keep the support from your stomach and now pull the arms down and back and just find a long line and hold. So we're gonna stay lifted through our low belly, but try to push the chest forward and up, 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 and then lower everything all the way down. You only go as high as you can keep your low back long. Let's do that again. Feet push back into that imaginary frame. Arms pull back, chest pushes forward. Arms, can you hug them into the sides? Box, body, whatever we can, and then lower everything all the way down. Ooh, last one. Arms pull down and back. Push your feet back. Push the chest forward. And then lower everything all the way down. We got one more, let's do it. Woo, arms pull down and back. Roll the chest open. Push the chest forward. And lower everything all the way down. We'll skip pull straps 2 for today. Go ahead and hang up your straps. Let's hop off the box. Change it to a short box. We are going out of order for my classical people out there. Grab your dowel, and then let's put on an extra spring just so the carriage isn't moving all over the place. So I want you to have a seat on your box, hook your feet underneath the safety strap. All right, so strap is nice and taut. We're scooted pretty close to the front edge of the box. And I want your feet to be flexed. So your heels are pushing down, toes are lifting up. Let's take your hands, hand over hand, in front of your pelvis here, in front of your low belly. And now think elbows wide and forward, kind of like our hug. All right, from here, start to roll yourself back, round back, round back. And now hold in this roll back here. Can you find that same ab curl that we found in the beginning with your feet into the foot bar? You're holding on to the front edge of the mat. Can you find that here? And now roll yourself up, up, up. Now you can keep your hands here, or maybe you actually grab onto the front edge of the box, kind of like how we did with the front of the carriage here, okay? So let's do that again. Roll yourself back. I'm pulling back with my hands to try and deepen the shape. Now keep your low back or whatever part of your butt crack you have into the mat for as long as you can. And now lift your chest up and over, up and over. Bring your head to your knees, but keep your hips heavy. Let's do that again. Roll yourself back, 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 and go up and over. Now when your head comes to your knees, can you push into your hands, just like we did with front rowing, to feel the lift up through the belly. It's all connected, y'all. It's all the same move. Don't let us Pilates teachers fool you. We teach you the same thing all the time. And now round up and over, up and over. Push into your hands. Elbows go wider across the room. And now stack your spine all the way up. All right, let's grab onto that dowel. Wide. Wide meaning like shoulder width-ish distance apart. So arms are gonna reach forward, just like our rowing. Can we push the fists forward, but pull the ribs back to find that long imprint? Now you're gonna feel like you're pulling apart on the bar, but also breaking it. Float the arms up, keeping the sides of the neck long, and then lower the arms back down. We lift the arms up, keeping the ribs in, and then back down. That changed it for me. I feel like I arched my back on that first one. Now lift the arms up to your working angle. Think of your front ribs sandwiching to your back ribs, and now side bend up and over, keeping the weight down through your left hip, and then stack back up. Ribs stay in, up and over, and then stack back up. Your legs are strong here. 2 more here, up and over, and back up. Last one, up and over, and then stack back up. Okay, keep that arm to back connection and your ribs into your back. And now can we hinge back, and then lift yourself right back up. 2 more like this. Feel like you're scraping your head across the ceiling and you're still keeping the pull apart on the bar. Inhale as you go back, and exhale, come back up. Now find a tiny pitch forward, but once again, the ribs stay into your back. And now keep this long line of energy out through the crown of your head as you twist to the right. We lift, 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 and then come back to center. We lift and twist to the left. And back to center. Weight stays equal down through your hips. We lift, we spiral up, 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 back to center. Each time you twist, take a quick peek at your knees and your legs. See if they're contorting to get you into a deeper twist. 1 more time each side. Lift, 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 back to center. Last one. We got to mobilize the spine before we start doing all these crazy teasers. Now just lower the arms down and just take a moment here. Alrighty, so let's do another twist. Let's do it. So I want you to bring the bar into your low ribs or your upper belly here. So get your elbows into a position where you don't feel like you're in your neck, okay? You're still pulling apart on the bar. Now keep your upper abs or your low ribs connected to the bar as you now twist to the right. So for me, I have to think of pushing my left kind of side forward into the bar because it wants to pull back, and then back to center. I'm gonna twist to the left and back to center. So we're trying to not lose the connection of our stomach to the bar. And it's really, look at me, I'm already shifting my legs. Look at me, look at that. The bar gives you a lot of feedback. I'm even gonna take an underhand grip here because I'm just feeling my shoulders from yesterday. Last one, think front ribs to back ribs. Look at those legs shifting, my goodness, and then back to center. Okay, just roll out those shoulders. All right, so just take your dowel, place it off to the side there. Keep your left foot under, and now we're gonna take our right leg out. You're gonna hook your right forearm behind your right thigh here. Now the temptation is we wanna lean back, right? This feels comfy. I'm not really doing anything, but I want you to rock forward to where your head is over your ribs, over your pelvis. And I'm gonna try to sit up as tall as I possibly can. So find that long imprint. And now for most people, what I see is your right rib, right shoulder needs to come back and the opposite side needs to come forward. Okay, keep your leg pushing into your forearm and now try to straighten the leg out and then bend the knee. I'm just holding on to my right wrist with my left hand. Not sure if I said that. Sometimes I forget that you guys can just look at the screen and just see what I'm doing without me having to say anything. Forgive me. Now, straighten the leg out as best you can. Climb up the leg as high as you can. High as you can, meaning don't go any higher than your, what's that thing, your ankle. Now, can we sit up even taller? Push the leg down into the hand, and now just flex the foot and point the toes. We flex and we point. We flex and we point. We flex and point. Now just keep a long toe, and now we do 3 ankle circles in each direction. Still sitting up tall, think crown of the head on the ceiling. Now just find a long reach of your toes. Keep your leg where it's at. Bend your spine to bring your head forward. And maybe even you rock forward like you're tipping forward. And now keep this shape as you rock yourself back, back, back. Plant the foot over the hip. Your left leg is strong. I want you to climb down your leg as if you were gonna roll back into an imaginary mat. Now this position here, holding onto the bottom part of your leg, this is you holding on to the frame, or sorry, onto the front of the carriage. Same thing. And now climb yourself up, up, up. Let's do that again. We climb down, holding on here. Think elbows wide across the room, ribs are pulling back. What is this? This is your hug right here, right? Only in just a rounded position. And now climb up, up, up. Last one here. We climb down. Now keep your leg there. Can you grab onto the sides of the box? Now hug in on the box to deepen the shape, deepen the bend in your spine. And now grab back on. We climb up, up, up. And now rock yourself forward, deepening the stretch at the top. Take your ankle over the knee. Told you, we teach you guys the same things over and over again. Quick figure 4 stretch. All right, right foot under, left leg out, forearm under. Remember, it's gonna feel like you're tipping forward for a lot of people. We're sitting up tall. Left thigh is pushing forward, left rib is pulling back. And if you have a mirror around you, right, totally use that to square yourself off. I'm just giving you guys general cues of things that I typically see. Straighten and bend. Now straighten the leg out as best you can. We climb up the leg, push the leg down. We lift up taller. Goodness, that's a nice stretch in my back. We flex and we point. For 2 and 1. Now do those 3 circles. Really exaggerate these circles, y'all. Oh, I think these feel so good. I mean, they're terrible if you're tight, but they're just so needed. And then reverse your circles. Check your neck. We're not tensing up there. Good, now keep your toes long. Leg stays exactly where it's at. We're gonna bend the spine. Head comes towards your shin, ribs lift off. So again, here's your hug arms. Here's that rowing that we did. Rock yourself back, foot plants over the hip. We're gonna climb down, and then we climb back up. So I want you to go down to that place, that stuck place where you had your hands on the front edge of the carriage and we were bending at the center part. And then climb back up. Belly pulls away from the thigh the entire time. We climb down. Grab onto the sides of the box. If that's for you, I want you to hug in like you're squeezing your chest muscles. Pull the belly back and then grab back on and climb up, up, up. We push the leg forward as the ribs pull back in opposition. Ankle over the knee. Oh, that stretch forward is so nice, y'all. So nice. In your figure four stretch, rock from side to side, hinge forward, round. Do what makes you feel good. Okay, y'all. I think it's time. Do away with your dowel. Place it off to the side where you're not going to trip on it. And then let's switch it to a long box. So we have on 2 medium springs for our back stroke. So this is how we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna take my hands into my long loops. They're going to be behind me. I'm gonna take my left hand onto that left corner of the box. My left foot is going to come forward onto the foot bar. Right leg, hips forward. Now, if you're like, that was way too much, lady, I'll show you your final position here. I'm gonna lie back. I'm gonna bring my fists together, kind of up over my chest. Elbows are wide, knees are in. All right, so you're in that upper ab curl. You're trying to get to that nasty place that's a struggle bus. It's a struggle bus. Now keep your ab curl. Arms and legs are gonna shoot up on 1. They open on 2. They circle around, reach everything forward and hold. Now, I'm thinking of reaching my hands to my knees, but keeping my low back into the mat. And then resist as everything bends back into that start position. Arms and legs up on 1, open on 2. Circle everything around, reach, 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 and bend everything back in. Again, up on 1, open on 2. Circle everything around, reach. Could you curl up a little bit higher? Could you curl up a little bit higher? And then roll back down, knees come in, lower everything down. Okay. I know it's not the smoothest transition, y'all, especially with your reformers, but let's go ahead and roll up, pop off a spring. So if you can do it holding onto straps, do so. So here is our teaser, y'all. So I know this series is building up or making your teaser stronger, but we need a baseline, right? So we're testing it out today. Grab onto your long loops again. All right, make sure your hips are on the box, so we're not gonna roll off the box. And then let's go ahead and lie back, but we're gonna start with your knees into your chest. So let your head hang off the box. If that's okay, you can start in an ab curl, but I want your arms reaching out to the sides of the room. Now start to feel your low back into the mat as best you can. And now go ahead and pick your head up, look down at your low belly, and bring your hands towards your hips. Your palms are starting to flip up. Now, can you start to slide the legs away? And maybe you roll up, up, up. Think of reaching for your toes, but pulling your ribs back. Now, slowly, can you start to roll back? Roll back. Your knees will bend into your chest. Get your low back into the mat. And resist the arms from coming down. So the move that we did earlier with the heavier springs on your mat, this is exactly it right here. So arms sweep forward, pick your head up, reach forward. Feel like you're pushing the foot bar away with your feet. We follow the legs, we come up. Now when you're here, pull your low belly away from your thighs as your arms come forward. And now start to roll back, resist the legs from dropping. Get your low back into the mat, all the way back. Do we have one more? No variations today, just straight teaser. Low back into the mat, pick your chest up, arms reach forward. Maybe we go a little bit faster this time. Flip your palms facing up to the sky. Pull your low ribs back, back, back. Woo, and start to roll back, articulate back. Get every bone into the mat. All the way down, y'all. Nice work. Hang up your straps. Let's go ahead and take the box off. If that was a struggle for you, just know that we have more Mondays to come, more practice to come. Okay, we are going to place our foot bar back up into your footwork position, and we are gonna place a medium spring on. So we're back to our 2 medium springs, or our 2 reds for my balanced body people. Now, if you have that sticky pad or a shelf liner, I want you to place it on kind of pretty close to the front edge of the mat here. You're gonna grab your dowel again. All right, have a seat on your sticky pad. We are pretty close to the front edge here. Just take that dowel and place it behind you up against your shoulder blocks. So let's just start by trying to get our feet up onto the foot bar here. I'm just holding onto the front edge of the mat to just get myself sorted. So I want it to be a struggle to bring the carriage in. So if that means we have to scoot back a little bit more, it's okay. But obviously the challenge is being in this uncomfortable close place. So I'm gonna take my hands back onto the bar. It is into the mat. My palms are facing forward. That's where I wanna be. If you wanna have it opposite, you do you. So I'm gonna place my toes up onto the foot bar, heels together, toes apart. Let's just press the carriage out and hold. So I am pushing into my fists, but I'm thinking of pulling apart on the bar. So that should hopefully roll my shoulders open and spiral the elbows towards one another behind my back. It's a lovely stretch. I've been doing a lot of forward fold. Now, I want you to think of your arms getting longer so your head can lift up off of your shoulders. Now, keep this long line. I want you to bend your knees, pull the carriage in, and then just press it out. So can you keep all these arrows of energy as we just bend and extend the legs? And because we've done all of this, pushing into the foot bar, pulling back with the belly, can you find a little bit of it here, even with a flat back? And what's kind of crazy is today I'm actually feeling more of my stomach in this flat back position than I have ever had. So let's go ahead and just press it out and hold. You're gonna hold your long line, hold the elbows in, all the things. Can you lower the heels under and then lift the heels up? Lower the heels under and lift the heels up. Keep your front ribs sandwiched to your back ribs. Hopefully it's giving you a nice stretch. Good, now go ahead and lift your heels up. Take your arms, take the bar and reach it forward. So I'm still lifted up tall. I'm just now pulling the bar apart in front of me. And now, once again, can you find that space between fists and your ribs with a flat back? Now bend your knees, pull the carriage in and press it out. Bend the knees, pull the carriage in and press it out. So I know it's very tempting to round here as the carriage comes in. I'm sure that's what I'm doing, but I am fighting for my life to keep my back into that imprint position. Now press it out and hold here. Can we twist to the left and pause here? Can you pull your left rib back, but push your left fist forward more? And then come back to center. Lift and twist to the right. Pull your right rib back, push your right fist forward more, and then back to center. Oh, twist to the left. Check your legs, they haven't shifted. Pull your left rib back, left fist forward, and back to center. My goodness. Twist to the right, same thing, right rib back, right fist forward. Stay tall, stay tall, stay tall. Now come to center, bend your knees, pull the carriage in, press it out, lift and twist to the left. Come to center, bring it in, press it out, lift and twist to the right. Try to find that spot. Come back to center, press it out, lift and twist. Again, lift and twist to the right. Bend your knees, come in, press it out and hold here. Just like our short box abs, can you lift the arms up and lower back down? Lift the arms up and lower back down. Pull apart on that bar. You have 2 sides of the neck, long ribs are in. Last one, up, Lower the arms down, come all the way in. My goodness, take the bar, just place it off to the side, grab onto your foot bar, hold on for dear life, try to straighten the legs. You can separate your heels, you can do a little prance here. Okay, y'all. Okay. Bar, take it away. We've done a lot of forward folding. I was actually gonna end in a completely different place today, but I wanna finish with some chest expansion and thigh stretch. So I want you to keep these 2 medium springs on. Just try it, okay? If you need to drop them down, if you absolutely have to, do so. But I want you to come kneeling. Your feet are hooked around the edge of the platform, or sorry, the edge of the mat there. And your knees and shins are hip socket distance apart. So let's just come up for a second here. No straps. Feel like your heels are driving back and the tops of your feet are hooking in. Now your tailbone is heavy. Your front hip points are kind of lifting up. So here's that same thing that we did on the long box, right? Where the box was at our thighs and that opposition back through the low belly. And then, now I really feel my booty. Okay. So reach down, grab onto your long loops. Your palms can be facing in or back. I do not care. Now I want you to stay connected to your hips and your legs. Crown of the head stays on the ceiling. Nobody follow me, okay? Arms press down and back and hold here. You're gonna push your fists down as you grow taller, and then arms come forward. All right, let's do that again. We find that low belly opposition back. We pull the arms down and back and pause. Did you arch your back here? Did you contort your spine in any way? And then arms come forward. Ooh, y'all, 2 more times. Arm press down and back. Hold. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to center, and then slowly release. 1 more here, I promise. Arms press down and back. Hold. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to the right. Center. Slowly release. All right, straps go into one hand. Let's add on a light spring. For me, I'm putting on a blue. So 2 reds and a blue balanced body. Everybody else, 2 mediums and a light. I'm gonna shimmy forward to where my knees are up against the shoulder blocks, still hip socket distance apart. I'm gonna choke up. It is a heavy spring, y'all, be careful. Okay, so I'm leaning back to start because otherwise the spring is gonna pull me forward. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna push into my shins, and it's gonna feel like my pubic bone is going forward and up. So I'm in this upper ab curl. Hold this shape, and now hinge back. Hinge back to wherever you feel confident, and then push into your shins to lift yourself right back up. Stay looking down your front body. Hinge back. Think of ironing out the front of those hip creases. Push into your shins, find your inner thighs, come up. Couple more like this. So think of those upper abs pulling back, because that's what's helping to support you. Last one. Arms are just along for the ride here. Push into your shins, find your inner thighs to come all the way up. Y'all, that was it for today. That was amazing. I really hope you felt things, and I hope you felt hopefully you're seeing some connections. All of my classes that I teach, I try to find some type of classical element to it, even though it doesn't feel classical. So yeah, just let me know what you thought. I feel like I could talk about this all day long. So I appreciate you joining me, appreciate you working with me today, and I hope to see you again. Thanks, y'all.